So, hi viewers, welcome to our channel, Divya English Academy. And at this moment, I have a new learner joining from state of West Bengal. Let's see how is she practicing and talking to me. This is going to be one kind of basic English eligibility test before we take the candidate in our online classes. Would you like to introduce yourself, please, dear student? Go on now.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Lamish Nawaz. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal. I study in grade 8. I am from Narayana School, Newtown. My father name is MD Sahanwaz Alam. My mother name is Mrs. Sophia Sargam. My father is a serviceman from his passion, and my mother is a lawyer. My hobbies are to do karate, skating, and write stories and poems in my free time. Uh, Thank you so much.
Okay, so why do you like to write stories in your free time and what kind of stories do you like to write?
I like to write stories because, according to me, I have the like I have very much thinking skill. I imagine things very much, and I have the habit of overthinking things. So whenever I overthink something, I just pen down my feelings in a type of story. And I mostly write fiction stories and imaginative stories. And in my stories, I mostly use poetic elements and devices also, which enhances the structure of the story.
Okay, so what can be the impact of stories in the life of people? What do you think about how it can impact the people's life? Why the story is very important?
Story cannot affect one's life, or like cannot become a boon to one's life, or nor it can become a bane to one's life. It's like the hobby of someone. It's like someone is good at something. It Whenever someone writes a story, that's not only for publishing or showing it to other people. It's like their passion of writing. So I don't think that it will affect one's life, because I usually write it just for my happiness. And there are many authors who write for others also. Uh, it's for their interest, so that they don't feel bored by reading their stories. They feel interested by reading their stories. So basically, for interest, they write stories.
Mhm. But now the question understanding is very important. It's not like I'm not talking about your story, I'm talking about generally like what
Yes.
impact stories can have in the life of people. So it doesn't mean that stories they don't have the impact in the lives of people. Definitely they do have. When you read anyone's story, you get penetrated in your heart. An incident
Because
happened in
in
someone's life. Everything whatever we know, like for example, if you are knowing someone's biography, bibliography, if you are going through that, and that is also one kind of story. Maybe teachers telling you a story, how happen things in someone's life, and then we learn. So there are some, like, difficult time and the challenging time, and we see the people coming from very lower background and reaching up to the very higher level. So whatever he has gained in his life, so listening and that reading stories, something like that, it really gives us a lot of
inspiration
confidence,
and motivation,
motivation,
courage.
and courage also. Yeah, how could it happen? So maybe this is not fair to say that I think a story it cannot do anything in the lives of people. No, people love to
But
hear
there
the
are some
stories.
fictional stories which cannot do any impact, but autobiographies and biographies can have an impact in people's life. Because fictional story don't I don't think it have any impact on people's life, because it's for just interest.
It's the
But
interest of people.
yes,
Absolutely, that can be the interest of
yes. But
people.
autobiographies and biographies are for courage, motivation, inspiration, like that.
Absolutely. Now the question goes for you: how did you come to know about our online classes or the Divya English Academy?
Um, Actually, my family came to know about your English classes from your YouTube channel. Actually, my parents were searching a tutor for my sister because she is a beginner for English. So they founded your channel in the YouTube channel, and they we got your
Not
number also there.
founded.
It was
What do you
there.
mean by founded?
We found.
First form, second form, third form. These are the
Yes, yes.
common
Sorry, sir.
errors.
Yes,
Once we become habitual, what is the problem happening with the students joining from different states, especially studying in English medium schools? They are speaking English, they speak English, but some grammar errors are there which are not being corrected
yes,
in the school. Later on, it is becoming their habit. They are becoming habitual of to speak something like that, which is very difficult to remove from their life, from their speaking habit. Founded, sended, these are the some
yes,
common
yes.
errors, and then students they have become habitual. Officially speaking like that might not make impact, it's not going to be suitable at all. We must be making sure how should we responding. He doesn't, most of the people are saying he don't, and most of the time forgetting to use ses with the first form of all verb,
Yes,
with the singular
yes,
subjects in present indefinite when talking to someone. So those kinds of habits will only be developed while speaking, or when speaking language to someone who is an expert constantly, and understanding how the sentences are being constructed by someone whenever we are expressing our thoughts, ideas, emotion to someone to whomever we might be talking to. Okay, go on now. What were you saying? What was your question? The
yes,
question was, how did you come to know about
yes.
Divya English
Your YouTube.
Academy? So shouldn't we forgetting the question? Sometimes students,
Yes, yes.
joining in this online class and listening language constantly from me, finally they forgot the question. What was the question? So it shouldn't be happening. How did you come to know about us or about Divya English Academy, and what made you to send us WhatsApp message or us to give some inquiry to inquire about our services and all? Go on now.
Actually, my parents were finding a tutor for my sister for English. Actually, she's a beginner, that's why. Uh, and we found your channel in YouTube named Divya Academy. Uh, there many students who had joined there, and we saw
There
your
is
YouTube
many
shorts and
students.
videos.
Not there is many students. There are.
Many students there.
There are. Okay.
Yes. So there are many students join in your YouTube channel. We saw shorts and videos. Like they were speaking English fluently. So my parents thought to just put a call and message, give you a message that yes, they also wanted to enroll. Yes.
So it means you got motivated by our students. They that they are speaking
Yes.
English very confidently.
Yes.
Very good. So what would you like to tell me? What kind of videos did you watch? Or like what video
Uh,
made you to think that yeah, the students, lot of students joining here in these
Actually, we
online classes?
mostly we mostly like we have only seen your short videos mostly. So there, like a group of students were speaking English when talking to each other. So we saw that how fluently they were speaking to each other.
Okay, it means by watching video and then seeing the confident level of students in short videos, how are they speaking language confidently, that made you to join or else to inquire about online classes or for our online classes
Yes,
services. All right. The next question goes for you. What do you want to become?
I wanted to become a civil servant and work as a civil servant for our nation.
I wanted, not I wanted. I wanted
I want.
means you are talking
I
about the past. Yeah, please go now.
Yes, I want. Yes, I want to become an IAS and work as a civil servant for India.
Why? Why do you want to become?
Because seeing the condition of our nation, because this is not a totally developed country, it is just a developing country, and I want to make a particular state or a particular places totally developed. in future.
Okay,
And
so
like what
yeah, yeah,
the
go on.
gender equality happening to everyone, uh, the poverty line, many people are going below poverty line to just enhance these things. I want to become.
Okay, so what are the development would you like to bring, or what kind of development would you bring? So if you become an civil service
As I
servant.
uh, as I mentioned before, the poverty line issue, that people are going below poverty line. So I would make more job offers for them, like the people
How
who are not
how
that
this is
much.
possible now?
Yes.
The people going under poverty line. So how it is possible to offer the job offers for them?
Now nowadays many industries are set up like that in some of the places where people, poor workers or poor peasants cannot work there because
No, have you
they are
ever
not
thought
that much.
about it? Why the people are going under poverty line? What can be the reasons? If you are planning
Yes,
to directly offer the job for them, what kind of job? Why do you think that
yes,
offering
I
job
have
can
thought
only
that.
solve the problem of this nation?
Because most of the poor peasants are not educated. That is becoming the prior reason for not getting the job opportunities in industries or big multinational companies like that. And in fact, poor farmers are also sometimes nowadays, big companies and industries are owning the lands and the farming, agriculture, like the in the agriculture in phase of like the industries, there the big industries are also going there and just buying that. Now where that poor peasants or farmers will go now? So I would make many job offer for them where they don't require education, like not that also that they don't know simple language also, or they are not that much educated also, like the people
Hmm.
who are a bit educated, not that much also, like they don't have degrees and all those things, but they are educated till 10th or 11th, they can work there and can enhance their financial problem.
Mhm. It means giving skills, making people to
Yes,
become skillful person. Okay,
yes,
very
like
good. But you must know that it is the education who changed the life of people. People should be educated well, not having degree without
yes,
knowledge. For example, now you are talking to me. If you think that you are in ninth class and not knowing anything, will that be possible for you to become civil service in future? Not. So
no,
education is also one of the great factors that we are also working and making sure
yes,
that
but
people get the better education in our country.
yes, but keeping in mind that there are some people who don't want to gain education because they don't want to gain education, but also they are poor. So how can they will be getting the job? Because if somebody has studied till 10 like
Yeah,
that
that is the
only,
very good
and
heart for
we can't,
people. Absolutely, I do appreciate you. That's a very kind-hearted decision for the people to earn their livelihood in better ways. We should be having all those policies for
because
such kind of people.
the people who are educated, they can get job offers from anywhere, like from IIT sector, or as a becoming a civil servant or doctor, engineers, etc. But the people who are not educated, for them it will be a good thing to make job opportunities.
Okay, appreciate you. Now, so how was your exam? I think you might have recently written down your
Yes, yes.
paper. So how was your exam? Would you like to tell me something about your exam also?
It was not that easy. It was not that hard. Also, it was moderate. But
Okay,
the subject which I have prepared very nicely was not like that much hard for me, and like only few subjects were there, so it was not a hard job to study them. So it was easy altogether. It was easy, moderate.
very good. Now the next question. So, what is the importance of learning English language? Why someone should learn English language, and what will happen if we learn language or if we know English better?
Uh, so may I take 2 seconds?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. So actually, in our country today, we can see around the nation that there are many places where English has become the, like, the main thing to be happening. Like, if the person don't know English, they can't work there. If the person don't know English, they can't study there. And nowadays in government schools also, it requires to learn English, because there are several schools that government schools that like they will speak English and not the native language of that place. And to work in companies like multinational companies or in India only, there are several jobs where it requires to learn English. Suppose becoming a doctor, it's not like only learning the native language will help to become a doctor. There are things that, which will require to learn English also. For like going in IT sector, there the major thing is that English only. If someone don't know English there and knows the native language of his or her place, then it would be a very hard job for them, because they're not able to gain that post in the IT sector. For becoming a civil servant also, they require to learn English. And nowadays in every exam papers also, there is a compulsory subject of English. So students and people have to learn. It is required to learn English in my case. And if someone is planning to go in foreign countries and work there, then so it is very much important, because everyone don't know the native language of that particular country.
Very good. I'm happy from your response. So, dear students, I think it's very nice meeting to you and your basic eligibility test. I'm happy and it's a satisfactory done. Few mistakes are there that can be rectified. Don't worry, but still you have good vocabulary power. And flow is also being maintained while speaking and expressing your thoughts, emotions to someone. I do appreciate for you and for this. And maybe based on this, your basic test eligibility, you may get some discounts also in the online classes also because I find that you have improved yourself in better way. And yeah, while talking about English language, absolutely this is the language of job, language of career, language of education, language of information technology. A lot of things we can include. Sometime people talking to me from different parts in India, they are telling, sir, we are very talented, we have a lot of experience of working in IT sector, but the problem is that we don't know English. Because of English we are not being recruited in some of the companies. That's what we are facing a lot of problems. We think that English is not the language of communication. It would not be wrong to say that this is the language of job and career. Based on this we are being placed anywhere and we are getting good jobs in high reputed companies with high salary also. So I do appreciate your answers. You have given the satisfactory answer, the importance of learning English language. And we would be waiting for you to joining in our online classes. We have national level online classes, participants joining from different states in our country and as well from other countries as well. So we have one topic like our teaching activities. Teaching and learning activities are something like this. We have divided our class into two part. One part is like learning and teaching English, learning some grammar structures, understanding the step by step going ahead. And then second part is exclusively for practicing English. In practicing English we have like these activities: debate, storytelling, discussions, group discussions, speeches, and general conversation and all. So you may join in that class and then get participated and then meet people from different nations and different states in our country, and that's going to be a very good improvement sessions for you. Any questions, any doubts do you have?
No, sir.